Good evening, Slap family. Anthony Bateman Sr. from Minota Raceway. Excuse me. Coming to you tonight on not too much. I'm just exhausted. When you hit a wall. I just got through making some RO water for my fish tank, and then I wanted to lay some carpet down. I bought this stuff at Home Depot. Let's see. Right here. It's not as thick, but I think it was cheap. I think it was like 20-something bucks. And it's 6 foot by 8 foot. So I'm probably a little shy on the measurements, but the second level is I gotta think a minute. It's 22 foot long. I think 22 foot long, but it's like 24 inches wide, and I think it's going to be a little shy on the width, but that's okay. It should be okay. It's thought it was the same width as what I got, the main carpet, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to be okay. It's just for sound deadening, and I think it'll be all right. If it ain't, I could always double up on it, but I don't believe I'm going to have to. So tomorrow, Lord willing, depend how I feel, I want to do something, so we'll see how much I can. I'll show you guys. It's a mess. These things I made is for the second level, but it's just this is a disaster area. Total disaster, so hopefully we'll get something done. So I'm going to bed pretty soon. I usually keep pushing it. I've been on this kick watching the Three Stooges at night, but tonight I'm not going to. I watched a little football. My vision's kind of even blurry. It's not good, but it is what it is. Still here, still kicking. But I showed my grandkids, I FaceTimed tonight, of the fish tank. They loved it. I just wish they weren't so far away, But what are you going to do? But I always wanted to get an RV, and I don't have no money for an RV. I borrowed $500 to get the tank done from my brother, and then I borrowed another $200 that I wanted to put on my Visa today, but the banks are closed, so I got to do that tomorrow. But anyways, I was riding around, and I've seen an RV. It's a 2005. I don't have no money, but I just, I said I'm going to ask. The guy wants I think it was like $30,000. So I just asked him some questions, and one of the main things I said to him, I said, my main concern is the engine's got to be good, and the tranny's got to be good. And the guy kept trying to push on, well, I got a new TV, and I got a new bathroom. I said, hey, wait a minute. I said, that TV you can get at Walmart, you can get a 55-inch for $200, and you ain't got to know 55-inch in a motor home. I don't care about that. He brought up a couple of times, and I kind of think he thinks I don't have a brain. I said, the main thing is I said, I don't want my girlfriend to go take off and going to have a good time, and then all of a sudden this thing's going to break down. So then he told me it's got a a 10-cylinder. I forgot what kind of engine it is, but it's a 10-cylinder. And so I'm thinking, you got a 10-cylinder, you got 2005 technology, you ain't going to get crap for gas. So he mentioned he's selling it because his wife don't like it. And I could probably envision that, but like I said, I don't have the money, but it doesn't hurt to inquire information. But man, that thing just to probably go XYZ, you blow a fortune in gasoline. The only way I can get something like that if I won a scratch ticket or the lottery, and I don't even do that crap. Once in a while I do that crap. You know what? That's baloney. You know, I don't have no money now, so I'm gonna go gamble. I don't think so. I mean, my money spending is on this track. You know, but I have something to show for it. You buy a scratch ticket, what do you got to show for it? Right there. Grant, if you win something, yeah, but you know what? No. So anyways, I don't know what I was. Oh, I was going to cut this off, but it doesn't make any of this tape on here. I'll do it tomorrow. So tomorrow, if things go right, Lord willing, I'm going to get down here. First thing, I got to add some fresh water to that, because I've been adding salt water all the time. I thought my friend said that was fresh water on one side and salt on the other side. And I don't want to, I'll end up nuking my fish, you know, because the salts will be off, it'll be too much. But anyways, enough of that. So tomorrow morning, Lord willing, to get up, take my medicine, put a little something in the tank, food-wise, and then I might even eat some more of my pears outside. But I got to get that second level going. Once that second level's going, and I got to figure out, because nobody's around, everybody's working. So I got to figure out how, and the thing, I already put it together, I glued it together and screwed it together. It's 3 pieces. So I got to try to flip it, you know, flip it the right side up, and then I got to try to raise it up. I got to use, anyways, there's these plastic things I have for when I put underneath this chair. That's not, it raises my chair up. And then I have a double, I think I got 2 of them, 2x6s. I got a crowbar, so I'm going to use that. And then when I get where I need to get it, then try to lift it and then put those plastic things underneath of it. And then I have some bottle jacks. This is all in theory. And I only found one of my bottle jacks. I got 2 down here somewhere. The guy that did this for me, he didn't put my stuff together when he was moving stuff around to paint this room. But anyways, I'm going to use the bottle jacks to jack it up where it needs to go, so I can put these things underneath it. You know, I have all sizes. I could have just used wood. Would have been a whole lot cheaper, but I had a vision, like I mentioned before, so I'm going to stick to the vision. So I'm hoping, you know, I get my Social Security pension. I heard, I don't know how true it is, they have to pay me retroactive, you know. And if that's the case, that'd be kind of a chunk. I can do a dent with some of that, you know. I definitely can get all my hand throttles, my analog ones, and then, excuse me, You know, I could probably put a dent on my deck. I have to build because I'm gonna film that too. I'm gonna record that, I should say. I think Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm gonna drop the table, my race set, you know, and I have to pull my deck down because my deck is sinking. So it's sinking. I got to put a level on it, but it looks like it's sunk like almost 3 inches on one side. And I'm afraid if I don't do something about it, if it pulls away from the house with the weight, I'm gonna cause a lot of damage. So my oldest daughter goes, Dad, you're not gonna be able to do that. I said, Dad has to do it. Who's gonna help me? Everybody's working. You know, and nobody's gonna do stuff for free. You know, they're not like Dad. You know, I never charged anybody, and if I did, it was people that had money, and I was fair. But for friends, especially Mrs. Skokol, my friend's mother, Joe Vanita, she's from Italy, and she came here years ago, but I wouldn't take her money. As my best friend Tony's mother, I said, how about this? I said, you make me some good Italian food. She used to make this. It's called brujol. It's like beef, and you roll it up. I forgot what kind of herbs are in there, but you roll it up and you bake it. And then I loved her antipasta. And like her salad would have watercress, and she puts oranges in the salad. You know, I just, I love food. It makes me happy. Well, anyways, I don't have nothing to show for it tonight, Slot family. Just TB or AB is beat. I'm like exhausted. You know, I get up in the middle of the night and I just, whatever. So I'm going to bed. I shut the RO system down. My main aquarium lights are off. I'm gonna turn this stuff off. I'm going to bed. And if you guys get a chance, watch Toju's Racing. It's awesome. He's got good content. Harry from Latvia, Marty Ford, MP Slots. Forgive me, guys. I'm sure there's other ones. I know there is. When I get tired like this, I eat when I'm that tired. I have a hard time, remembering. Before I let you go, I also watched the thing on the Little Rascals. All the people who worked on there. And then how old they, their year they were born, and when they passed away. And I talked about them here and there. It was really awesome. I watched on YouTube, and it brought back so many memories because my friends and I and my brothers, we'd gang up either at my parents' house or my grandmother's house. And because one time when GE laid off where my dad worked, they had a massive layoff. And then we lived with my grandmother, and it was so cool. We had the coolest grandmother. She was like the neighborhood grandmother. And she'd always have cookies and milk, not just for me and my brothers, but for our friends too. And she just had a ball watching us laugh and everything. And a lot of times she'd sit down with us and watch the Little Rascals. I just love those times, man. Those times were the best. They really were. It was safe, But anyway, Slot family, I gotta go because I'll be rambling, and you guys, it's supposed to be about slot cards. You're not watching me yawn and be tired. But I keep it real. Nothing's rehearsed. As what you see is what you get. So I love you guys. Be good to one another. Be safe. And kindness goes a long way. And I love yous all. All the YouTube family, all the stuff I like to watch. From slot cars to model railroads, model rockets, fishing, aquariums, homesteading, Diesel Creek, the Brooklyn Brothers, Nona, and I mentioned it earlier, I think. Her name starts with a J. Anyways, it's her channel's Bon Appetit. I wish I can remember her name when I get tired like this. I gotta start making a notebook, but anyways, I love you guys. Have a great night. Peace out.